We went to bed a little miffed with each other.
We were crunchy. There's a distinct difference between a visitation and your grief.
She's always wearing a crown.
No, shampoo cleanses. The conditioner softens. Good morning. Coffee time. I had a good Oura score. Woo woo. Do you want to know what it was?
Do I want to know what it was?
Okay,
I guess. I gotta know what kind of mood you're gonna be in today.
Yeah, hopefully better than yesterday, right? So day before yesterday, I was only 6 hours, 15 minutes of sleep. It was a 64. So today was an 85, and I had 8 hours and 3 minutes. So if you're not familiar with the Oura ring, it's a little computer inside of a ring, and it gives you a score, and you really work hard to get these little crowns. That means I'm going to be in a better mood. So if I don't have a crown like the day before,
I don't know if I believe that.
Does she have a crown?
Well,
yeah,
I believe
do.
she has a crown. She's always wearing a crown, just saying.
Sometimes it gets a little crooked,
but
it's not quite a line.
She's always Queen Deb, but
what was your score?
I don't know if I believe that you're in a better mood.
I'm in a better mood.
Well, today maybe, but I mean like
yesterday I wasn't in a good mood.
Oh, well, I wonder what my score is because I'm not in a great mood today.
Well, do you have your Apollo on? Just so you know, the other device. Here, this one's on my ankle. It's called the Apollo. Right now it's vibrating for social because I'm going to be on social media.
And my score did not take.
That's right.
But she still has a crown.
Yes,
I have a crown? No, I don't have a crown. She has a crown.
What's the Apollo?
The Apollo, you put it on either your wrist or your ankle, and it has it's a sound vibration. So when you hear music and things, it puts you into different types of feelings, right? And so it does the same thing by vibrating on your bone. And I wear mine on my ankle, and it's actually, if it had a shock therapy, I think Daniel would be shocking me quite often.
She's speechless.
So
that's my mood today. I'm speechless.
But I'm rarely speechless, so that's the other part. But you can change. It has like all these settings, and it like helps you sleep. It gives you joy, focus, calm, unwind. Like if you travel or you're like right now, my back.
It gives you joy. So if I go put it on, am I going to feel joyful today?
I just hope so. Yes, absolutely. You want to borrow mine? But because I had a good night's sleep, I had a lot of dreams. And what's interesting about dreams, people always say, I had a weird dream. I've never heard anyone say, I had a really good dream. Well, maybe, but not really. And I love to interpret dreams. And dreams are, they could just be weird stuff, right? But it could also be your subconscious. It could be messages. It could be things telling you what to do. And in my dream, Dana was there. We were on the beach, and she was upset that I wasn't getting ready in time. And I don't think that's part of a dream. I think that's like, come on.
Now she's making shit up. What was the dream really?
It was just a dream. My son's a grown man. He's gonna be 28, but he's always a kid in my dreams. Always this little boy.
We were on a beach, you said, or something.
Yeah, we
right?
were trying to go somewhere, and I'm trying to find the shampoo. Who knows? It's probably trying to get a clear head. It's probably what that means, a metaphor. But I love interpreting dreams. But some of the questions I get asked all the time is, why doesn't my loved one come to me in my dreams? Because they want what's called a visitation. And they will come to you in your dreams, but it's also meaning that, are you getting a good night's sleep? Are you not taking things before you go to bed? So like, if you're taking things that are helping you sleep, like Ambien or something like that, it may be very difficult for you to hear from your loved ones just because of you're not really in the REM sleep. That's, I guess, the best scientific way to say it. But they do want to come visit you. To know the difference between a visitation and whether it's just grief. A visitation is they're usually look like in their 30s and they look really good and they're healthy and they're happy and they may be there just for a brief time. They may not say anything, but they're just a really clear presence. You know without a doubt it was them. When it's not a visitation, you may see them come through as being unhappy or sad or still, maybe they had cancer, they were really sick and you see that piece of it, or you see that they were angry. That's all just your grief. Your grief is just still trying to heal, and it's basically letting you know where you are. So there's a distinct difference between a visitation and your grief. And it's really working to get to the place where you can get into that REM sleep, that the consciousness can open up.
Are they always happy when they come through as a visitation?
Yes. Or just calm. Or a sense of just knowing.
Is that because you feel that when you channel?
Yeah, but I think that when they come through in a dream and they say hello, they may show up too when there's family disruptions or things in the family.
I hope you like creamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if things are going on, like I've had visitations when I know there's some transitions or things going on in the family or the community, they may show up briefly too. The Oura ring, spelled O-U-R-A, it has all these really cool things on it to help you, and the charge lasts like 6 days, so you only have to charge it once every 5 or 6 days, so that's really cool. And it's waterproof, so it will tell you if you've exercised.
They should pay us for this spot that you're
Good,
doing
okay.
a really good job at selling it.
But the exercise part, mine's always kind of low. It's a little bit, weather's going to be getting better, so we can get out more.
Mine's been low too, just saying.
I've been sitting at her desk quite a bit, sitting in the kitchen,
Yeah.
having donuts.
Working.
Where are the donuts?
Right here. I heard that they're gas station approved.
We had to lower the budget because we were getting the fancy donuts.
So does that mean any of our viewers can send donuts?
Oh, you want fancy donuts? You want some fancy ones?
Why not? I think it helps you dream better. Oh, look at
Yeah, these definitely look different, don't they?
Here, get the plate.
Maybe we need to microwave them.
Here, Deb, should we mic them? We should mic the donuts.
Oh yeah. Did you get them at the gas station like 2 days ago?
Nope.
There's not even any filling in them. Nothing.
Well, they're sugar.
So when people want to hear from their loved ones, really find that good routine. It might be an Epsom salt bath. It may be listening to meditation music. It may be journaling the night of or before you go to bed, doing all the things to set up for success. And you want to, not demand it. You can't demand, okay, tonight's the night. Maybe you can. I've never seen that. But it's putting yourself in that space that they will come and visit you.
Well, one of the things that I really like that you do when you do a live event, which you have one coming up in a few weeks here, actually in June, you're kind of opening that portal. It seems like you're helping the people attend open that portal, especially after they have that connection in an event that they should look for signs.
Absolutely.
And I had that experience when I had a reading a while back that night I had a visitation. And so I
didn't
wonder,
realize it was that night. That's cool.
yeah, it was that night I had a visitation from my grandmother who had passed away.
Which is like a mother figure to you.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. And I think, and it also doesn't matter how long they're gone. People say often, well, they've been gone 20 years. It doesn't matter. It's like talking to someone that's on this earth plane. It doesn't matter how long they've lived here. We can still hear from them. Same thing. Mm-hmm. And what your brain is doing is allowing you not to control what's coming in. And that's what that dream state is so helpful about. So yeah, you want to open up, you want to be able to set your intention and your time so that you really can sleep. And I think as most people, we're so stressed that we don't sleep well.
You didn't finish telling us about your dream.
Well, I think the whole point being is I was trying to find shampoo and I could only find kid conditioner.
Should we analyze
On a
this?
beach.
On a beach. Yeah, I've already kind of analyzed it because that's what I like to do. I think it's about having more fun and being more playful. And water is always about emotion, and usually when people are at the ocean, which we love.
I'm just glad I was actually with you in your dream at the ocean.
And you were like,
Because we went to bed a little miffed with each other.
we were crunchy.
We were crunchy.
So
So we woke up crunchy.
So let me analyze this just a little bit. So I couldn't find the shampoo. I found the kid conditioner. And just for everyone to know that, we've had family living here. Some of them just moved out. Not everyone, but a big portion. And I think that's
Well,
the
4 out of 5 moved out.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. That's a big number.
Was that 90%?
Yeah. So the conditioner, I think, is a representation of cleansing the mind, calming it down, taking out.
Wouldn't that be shampoo?
No, shampoo cleanses. The conditioner softens, takes out the tangles, softens the edges. Don't you think that's needed? You should need a picture of her face. She's like, So yes, I didn't need to cleanse my mind. I needed to soften
the edges.
soften the edges. While at the beach, when you think about sand and shampooing, I mean, they don't
That's
go
kind of
together.
crunchy. Sand is a little crunchy.
I think we're analyzing your relationship.
All dreams are analyzing something. Usually, if you remember them, and I usually have pretty good vivid dreams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was conditioning my thought process,
Softening the
I think she
edges.
likes that.
Softening the edges.
Softening the edges.
No. And we rarely get crunchy, but yeah, there's
It was
occasional crunch.
silly. It was silly. At least on my part, I thought it was silly. So I
it
slept
was.
I slept all through it.
That's pretty typical.
I pivoted.
She pivots in
I pivoted in my sleep and had a dream about conditioning my mindset.
That's really freaking great.
I would love for people to send in Dear Deb to analyze dreams. Oh, I love analyzing dreams. It's because what I do, and so when I'm doing readings, people think that, and I do hear some voices, but they think that the person is giving me this clarity of complete sentences.
Like they're talking
They're
to you through
talking,
their
yeah,
voice.
and I explain, hey, there's no body, there's just a soul. And I don't think that they can actually pivot, to look at that and understand that it's basically sign language. They're giving me emotions and feelings and symbols to interpret them. And so
Charades.
yeah, we call it psychic charades. But I've done it for so many years that it just comes natural. So they think I'm just, hearing them completely have sentences. And sometimes they're sentences, but usually it's those images. So dreams are all metaphors. And when people have dreams and they go, oh, that's so weird, it's how do they dissect it to be able to get the nuance of each symbol to understand the meaning of it.
And it's everything from colors to feelings, emotions,
Yeah. Well,
symbols.
water is all emotion. And the fact that you and I love the ocean, maybe it's a symbol that we have to go to the ocean, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'd love to just fly out to San Diego for a weekend.
Yeah.
And just
Not take any children, though.
not have any children.
I'm the only
I miss
child.
them.
I can be the only child that's there. Going back to dreams a little bit, I'm circling back here, is people do want to know that their loved ones are okay. They want to hear from them. And all seriousness aside, you can create the opportunity. Even your animals. I did a meditation the other day for our legacy class, and they've been working with me some of them for like 6 years, and they were just crying because I asked for their loved ones to come in, and they had their fur babies and relatives they haven't seen in a long time, and it's very beautiful. They want to be able to connect. We just have to, like you said, open up that portal, open up that space to be able to do that. And I want you to be able to hear and feel them and give yourself that peace. We all deserve it.
Can you call them in before bed?
Oh, absolutely. I think if, like you said, when you are journaling or you take a hot bath or shower before bed, and maybe use lavender or eucalyptus or anything that's going to give you the sense of relaxation so you don't get stressed.
On your website, on debsheppard.com, is your dreaming course, your free dream course. And so you can go to the website, sign up for it, and you'll get 3 days worth of content and help with how to connect with your loved ones through your dreams.
Well, I have a full day of work, so I guess I should put regular clothes on.
Well, at least your hair's already done.
You know what? I think I'm going to wear this during my sessions. Let's see if anyone even notices.
No one would ever know.
No one
it's
ever
so
know.
pretty.
No one would ever know. No one will ever know.
Should we get going?
Yep.
Okay.